Hi there, my name's Chris and I'm from Ashburton, which is the South Island of New Zealand, and this is a kayak with a difference. This is a prowler, a 4.3 metre, and this kayak is really a sea kayak, but it'll be used to lake fish. And as a fly fisherman, if you're sighting fish or spotting fish, you need elevation, so the platform idea is really the only way to be able to do that. With the platform you need stability, so the pontoons are part of that, and in this case the pontoons are more load bearing than they are for stability, and the reason for that is I've put an extra 100 kilos of weight with materials. So there's the platform and all the attachments, and there are 3 batteries, 2 large 12-volt batteries and 1 very small one to run the fish finder. There's an electric motor which weighs around 10 kilos as well, so that's where the 100 kilos comes from, and I weigh 100 kilos, so we're looking at a couple of 100 kilos in weight. So whereas most pontoons are for stabilisation, this is the reverse. I would say around 90% of this is a load bearing pontoon, and therefore things had to be done quite differently. I will take you through all the parts to make up this platform first, and then have a go at putting it together. The first parts are the outriggers themselves. Now, they are made up of a combination of the stainless steel pipe and the alloy profiles. Now they are 50 by 50 alloy, and I've made them extra strong, partly just from the fact that these materials are what I had available to me, so there was very little cost involved, but also that I was concerned that some of the outriggers I had seen, they didn't appear to be very strong, and even though this is a bit of overkill, I would prefer that than to have a problem, a major problem further down the track. So being load bearing, I had to attach them quite differently. So I will show you what I've done in the boat, in the kayak. Now normally you wouldn't recommend to drill holes in a kayak, but I've done exactly that. I have made a risk assessment, and I feel that what I've done is quite reasonable and will work. So there's 6 holes, 3 each side, and that's where these stainless steel pipes go in, and the 50 by 50 profiles sit on top, and when they're done up tight they squeeze up this point here, and it becomes quite a strong fitting, and the pipe shouldn't, well, it won't come out of there. It can't really. It goes a fair way towards the outside skin and is held very firmly. So that's the reasoning for that. Now the pontoons themselves, these are purpose made, really. I've got a local boat shop that made these up. Now Ashburton Marines, Dusty made these for me, and I supplied the form, which was an irrigation pipe 1.8 metres long by 250 mils wide. So that pipe was made to put the skin of fiberglass over the top, and there's a double layer on the bottom, and then the pipe was removed and we're just left with a lightweight skin. So there's a bit of weight there, but quite lightweight. There's aluminium, a plate in there, and then these triangular fins that hold it all together, and obviously there's two of those. Now I was concerned at the pressure on this point, because the wave action on the side of these pontoons can be quite substantial. So you need to make a good job of building those in, all fiberglassed over. We added a couple of bungs because any moisture that gets in there, you really need to get it out. And there was only one that seemed to hold a wee bit of moisture, and that's fixed now. My only concern was that if this pontoon got struck quite firmly and took on water and I couldn't get back to land, then this boat would sink, because these pontoons are what holding this boat up, this kayak up. So I considered putting a closed foam, cell phone,